and I stopped in 2000.
Let me just say, any other people that are in the foster care service? I mean, I'm just a big supporter of it. There's some of it fantastic. Let's hear it for people in foster care. It's hard work. I support foster care. I think it is overly regulated. And as governor, one of the key things I can do is the people that I appoint to run these state agencies, these state departments that implement these regulations, it's important that we appoint people that, first of all, believe in the free enterprise system. And right now we have the regulatory system in this state is just crushing. I mean, not only are the taxes bad enough, but the regulatory system makes it impossible to start companies, to start manufacturing facilities, to just operate any kind of business in California. It's crushing. And one of the key things I can do is just put the right people in the right jobs, and you can count on me to do that. Next question.
I've lived here since 1972. We cannot live here without Proposition 13. And we need that to be protected. I was wondering why is the Howard job for you?
Yeah, good question. Of course, thank you for asking about Prop 13. You know, am I running against somebody? Oh, yeah, Meg Whitman, I almost forgot. And of course, she's doing a lot of advertising and really and misrepresenting my position on Proposition 13. So thank you for asking the question. Please do your research here. I support Proposition 13 down to my bones. I think Proposition 13 is essential to I believe in not only in the predictability Proposition 13 gives to homeowners, which is essential, but also I believe in those 2/3 voting requirement rules. As governor, those aren't changing at all. Not when
My name's Ken Greenwood, and there's probably some people out in this crowd who, like me, cling to their guns. Enjoy our Second Amendment rights and wish they were not so downtrodden, beaten up, run over. What are you going to do to stop this bleeding, this gun control?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think the Second Amendment of the Constitution couldn't be written any more clearly. The Second Amendment gives us all the right to bear arms. It's crystal clear. Gun control laws. We should repeal some that actually get in the way of law-abiding citizens getting their rights to bear arms. For example, Governor Schwarzenegger just signed into law recently AB 962, terrible law. It requires people who want to buy ammo to get fingerprinted. It's terrible law. Already come out in favor of repealing that law. I'll fight to protect the rights of guns. Gosh, I really appreciate being here in El Dorado County. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. Let me just close on one area that we didn't really talk about, but I do want to highlight it, and it's about public education. If I can just quickly talk about my views on public schools. Now, how many of you went to public schools in California? Well, most of you. That's the irony, right? We know how to educate kids. When you all went to the public schools, like this one here, we had the best public education system in the country. And now we've gone from first to worst in a very short period of time, unfortunately. We're now ranked 49th, slightly above Mississippi in test scores. Now that's just wrong. So I decided when I was focusing on how to get California back on track to volunteer and be a teacher in a high school like this, because this one was in San Jose, Mount Pleasant High School. And I taught 12th grade American government so I could understand the conditions firsthand. And boy, what an eye-opener. My first day, it rained, and it leaked in my classroom, and I had to position the trash can in the right spot to collect the rainwater. Mount Pleasant High School in wealthy Silicon Valley, public school, leaky roof. Who runs the place? That's just shameful. Well, as it turns out, the teachers and the educators don't run the schools anymore. The legislature does. Any teachers here? I gotta tell you, my year teaching, hardest thing I've ever done in my life, and the most rewarding. We've got it. Let's hear it for teachers. It's really. state education code, as these teachers can tell you, state education code when you were going to school was about this size. The state education code are these mandates that they apply uniformly to all public schools at the same time. Now the education code today is this size, 2,400 pages long and growing rapidly. I'll tell you one reason why I'm running for governor. I'm going to rip control of the public schools out of the hands of Sacramento politicians. We're going to move it down to the local level where it belongs and where it used to be. That's just a I'm so convinced that local control is key to fixing our public education system. I did help build the charter school movement in California. I'm really proud of that. So ladies and gentlemen, you're like me. You're proud to be a Californian. You all recognize, like I do, that California is in deep trouble. But if we work together, we will take our state back. Thank you all very much.